Good evening, friends, and welcome to Petroleum, Proletariat's Prefecture. We're watching a time-lapse of what the hell just is happening to the demographics of my prefecture or protectorate or whatever it is becoming. It is 1979. I think that we're going to yes, about 3 hours something. 3 hours 40 minutes, I think, is condensed into 2 minutes 18 seconds here. And what we can see is that the population is steadily declining. Yes, steadily declining, and not quickly, but nevertheless it is declining. And that's a rather sad state of affairs, I think. There's a new year, 1980, a new decade. Cheers for the new decade of for the 80s. Cheers for the 80s. I was thirsty apparently. Gränges. Yes. Lager extra. There are intermittent power outages here. That's because sometimes there's a lack of workers in the bitumen plant, and also the problem that I foresaw about when there were ships and trains and everything loading up on bitumen, the power plant wouldn't get any, and under those circumstances, indeed, it didn't. That's potentially something to polish. But the population is yes, steadily declining. Not quickly, but still. And what we like to see, of course, in this game is growth. I have made one change between this time lapse and the next one here. I think, yes, we apparently start off at the new year again of 1981. Yes, the time passes quickly at this rate. This is 1 hour 40 minutes condensed into 1 minute, I think, or something. Yes, and population is now increasing. They are breeding, and I think that they have actually been breeding for all this time, and I have been lacking in a service. Because there's only one change that has been made. And also I read up a bit on the citizen reaction on hard, and it turns out that they actually do procreate less. They are less prone to do that, and moreover, people die a lot. Yes, people die a lot, or died a lot. There we are, and now we should be live with the game. Yes, oh God, that was really loud. That was in fact extremely loud. What is it that was changed then? It is this. A new hospital. This is the only thing that is different. And I always looked at this and figured, what the heck. But what it is that these things, babies, they cannot get to the hospital themselves, and parents can't take them. So unless you have enough ambulances to cover all of your babies, they are dying off, and that's not good. Let's have some more ambulances in the year of 1960. We are in the 80s now. Come on, what the hell is this? There's nothing really new going on here, Whatever. Just as long as you have some ambulances, I suppose. Yes, that has made all the difference. Now we're 7,035. That's a whole lot better. This year, yes, it started going up there on the 14th of November. Apparently, must have been when the hospital was built, somewhere abouts, or maybe a bit earlier, and then I don't know. Doesn't matter. 7,033. That's some sort of numerical theory confirmed in that number. 7033. Not anymore though, but for that moment it was. Yes, and of course there must have been in all this time that it was the 70s when we were last interacting here. And now it is the 80s, the glorious 80s. Is there anything 80s themed here in the... No, it's... don't think so. Song, we'll have this as... Yes, not 80s, but this is it. We can imagine if things were otherwise, that we would be hearing, for example, Bonnie Tyler holding out for a hero club mix here. Yes. Instead of, but we shall have to suffice with this. It is a bit early, perhaps. Never mind. Never mind that. Well, cheers for Bonnie Tyler and the 80s. I was a bit thirsty. Yes. Okay. I had something. Well, pretty much. I should not have to do anything now. It's now I should leave the time lapse, going. 6,836 people are living in this town, and that is all the population, because this town has completely died off now. Yes. No one is, there is absolutely nobody at all living here. No. But there is one shopper in front of the shop, so there must be one person living here. Hello. You have managed to be happy and fed. However, that cannot last. Where do you live? Home building. This one. There are 2 people living here still. Where is it? Aha, you live out by the... okay, I see. Yes, you live out by the power plant. What are you doing in that town? Aha, indeed. You, terrible little thing. You are ruining it for these people. That's what you're doing. We should go and park you up here. Yes, you're gonna have to sit and wait on the minibus here a while longer, but trust me, in the end, it will work out much better for you. Because then instead you will take the other bus. Yes, this is feasible, this building. It works. If they could only have a little kindergarten as well. Then yes, we shall do that. It's an annoyance to have the occasional... Well, this is a different problem though. Yes. Because there are 14 workers in here, so it's not a problem at that place. It's a power problem of the medium voltage being overloaded. Yes, this is pulling 2 megawatts at the moment. That's too much. It must be this substation that is... Or does it go anywhere else? Yes, it does. It goes on to here. But from there it doesn't really go anywhere. Yes, it does. What? Okay, and then it turns around and then... Aha! I see. Well, this is feeding quite many things. There should be another circuit coming down here, you know, and one. We do this now. Yes. We should connect one there, and we should connect one. Remove this for clarity's sake. Yes, and yes, one new power source on the. Maybe I don't need to do anything more. Let's see what happened. Yes, that worked. We just need to restore power to you. They are now doing good. Let's goodbye and have infrastructure and medium, not high voltage, medium voltage wires. Yes. Transformer. Power transformer. Is there any such thing here? No. I am going to run one medium voltage wire straight to the goddamn power plant from here. Yes. Because this power plant has an excess of medium voltage connections. Yes. If I ever need to find a problem in these in this wiring, that's going to be unfeasible. Yes. But this, remember, this is a very good circuit now. This is straight from the mouth of the horse or something. Yes. And we're on the wrong side of the power plant, of course. This is really terrible. You could have, instead of taking it straight through everything, you could have come around the other way, perhaps. Details. We cannot be perfect. 74,000 rubles. I have 23.8 million rubles. Okay. I think that should be dealt with. Again, we're having the problem here of bitumen not getting into the power plant. What is this? Right. But okay. Well, screw you. No, screw you. Screw that thing. Is it ever so slightly, now and then at least, top it up? No. Yes, it's now. Yes. Every now and then. Very, very rarely, though. And these things are sucking out all of the bitumen and oil as well. Oil. No, it's certainly not transporting oil, this pump. I guarantee it. Oil. No. It's the kära skutan here is sucking up quite a bit of that good bitumen. So much so that is her thirst for the bitumen that we can't even get. I mean, this stuff is important. Come on. Pump harder, pump. I don't think that this will make any difference, by the way, because well, I could of course turn off. Yes, I could turn off this pump. Yep. Now then, did you? No. No, this is not the pump you want to turn off. The one closest to the tank is perhaps a bit more appropriate. Yes, there you go. That's now going into there. That's good. We shall have that for a bit. And this place is going to need its own tank of of bitumen. Oil fuel storage, indeed. About here would be very nice. However, there are some high voltage. Yes, we're going to have to do without that high voltage for a little while. That's what we're going to have to do. Goodbye. No, not the building. Thank you. That's good. And we could perhaps even turn this off for now. We're not going to want to be doing that. Okay. Now nothing is... we don't consume a lot of electricity at the moment. No. I think the people... No, the town is also without power supply. Well then, let's get on with it. Or even... This is a rare one of those occasions where you know, pausing the game would make it feel quite a bit less stressful and such. That was not correct. Let's try that again and instead have it like that. I would think would be make a whole lot more sense. Pipe. The only thing about it is that I have to take this pipe around up high and around the back and down. Now, yes, I am going to put a little pump in between here. Fluid in this game tends to benefit from such things. There's another power line in the way, you know. Yes, but this is, I mean, this is the raw resource that we need for electricity. We don't have any use for the power lines unless we have this stuff. And you can take your power lines and I don't know, quite honestly, do whatever you like with them, because they are of absolutely no use without. Do you really want to? Yes, I really want to build them this low, actually. We'll just sneak them up to there. Did you confirm that this will work? No, I did not connect the roads, but I have now built the most expensive pieces of the infrastructure, at least. So if this doesn't work, it's... yes. Right. You will not, but here you will let me get the road underneath. Yes. And this is another. This is getting. The people are probably getting quite. Yes, their happiness is decreasing severely without the electricity. I'm getting. Come on, as far as possible. I saw that there it was. I saw that there it is. Yes. Done. It will work, perhaps. Build. What did I just close down? That was something that I wanted to build that thing too. Now, power back on, please, immediately, as quickly as possible. If you wouldn't... There's some other infrastructure in the way. Yes, would it... But I'm thinking that you could span over this thing. You know, you can span over great distances. Like that. And... Well, this one will not be so difficult, at least. Okay. Get that in now. Medium voltage. Was there only one? No, there must have been more. This may fight me slightly. some other yes, that would be all of this ridiculous road. No, we're going to be a bit more careful about it here now, so we don't tear out any expensive pipeline. That would be very unnecessary. Good. Some other infrastructure is still in the way. It's this pipe thing. Yes, it's the pipe. Get rid of the damn pipe then. I really don't need to care that much about the economy, I just realized. Quite rich, yes. Quite rich. Okay. Which pipeline was it that I tore out exactly? It was the one going to the trains. That's not used in, actually. The trains going from that station does not at the present moment carry any bitumen. No. Yes, build it ridiculously tall so it looks really silly. This also means that I can now get the road in a more sensible road in here. Yes. Ta-da! That was a footpath. Sorry about that. A road is, of course, going to prove to be a little bit more difficult, but it's not impossible at all. Or, yes, impossible. It is not impossible. Okay. This now, is it... No, now they don't have any workers. What did people get so upset that they don't want to work? Now, if that's the case, we sort of have a bit of a problem here because it's a moment 22, you know. Aha, I see. Okay, we're going to have to do this. Now, this is an emergency relocation. Trust me, it's not that bad living out here. It really isn't. Get to work, please, as quickly as possible. And let's go and watch the mess untangle, if it does untangle. Yes, I think it will untangle. I'm pretty sure it will untangle. But this is a sure way to make sure your vehicles are bunched up quite heavily. It's a sure way to make sure. Yeah. I'm doing my best here with the English, you know, it's not my native language. Det är inte så jävla lätt alla gånger. No, and well, it did untangle itself. Sort of. And now we have all of these buses are empty. No? Okay. They haven't been standing still that long then. Then the people would have gotten out. How long have you been sitting on here though? Oh, not so bad, 1 hour. Oh, it's just a slight traffic jam then. Is everything alright here now? You are not filling up on bitumen. That's because we haven't filled up the power plant yet. Are we really not producing bitumen any quicker than this? No, because this is these are the two outputs of this place that we use to store stuff. Now they all arrive at the same time. Yes, very helpful. Because you see, these people who live out here, they just hop on the bus here and that bus comes regularly. And they can get all the things they need. However, this may be a bit overkill. The amount of people I put in here. A bit of a panicky mode. Get them in here instead. Yes, it's full. Wow, excellent. That's quite enough, I think. Let's see if even those people manage to do their thing, expand, yes, grow, become larger in number. this is... yes, and I bet you that many of these are transporting children. Not that one, okay, but yes, this is a baby. And if you miss out on these, you know, you're not going to have much of a thing with the thing. But the health is 70%, and Edita, yes, she has just arrived at... now she's at the kindergarten, apparently. Okay. Uh, 20% lifespan of 33. It will get better for her. And that is apparently what makes the difference. Yes. So if we want these people's children to survive, we're going to need to. It may sound a bit cruel, but then again, if their children don't survive, they don't need a kindergarten. That's why that's such a little problem out here. 12 out of 35 cannot work at the moment, but usually it's like 5. Come on, get... You need to be working here. That's too few people. But I also have the buses. They will space out in some time. Not maybe. Come on. We need a few more people to get that voltage up to about here, you know. That's where we would like it. How hard can it be? It's a bitumen powered plant. Just increase the pressure on the bitumen pump thing and burn that stuff more, right? More or less. Yes. It is a bit worrying that this power plant doesn't seem to have any cooling tower. Oh, let's hope it doesn't blow up or anything. That would be quite bad if an explosion were to happen here and well, it's empty for the moment. So is this? Everything is empty because there is everything. Everything is loading up on everything. Right, now we have 23 workers in here. Good. Much better. And now all the buses are arriving at the same time. Excellent. I'm going to have to try and do some interventions here. Let's do that with you. What the hell is this? You don't do a U-turn, you take that road. Okay, I'm going to asphalt that road for you. You made a U-turn. Okay, you won't the next time. Still though, you are, if we now, and yes, we will send you back to, what? Okay, you do going to different places now. That's good. That should also help. Yes, it may just sort itself. This is very encouraging. Yes. Almost full capacity on 2 oil refineries. That is very encouraging. And all of that bitumen is now going into this tank. It still takes time to produce this stuff. So you are transporting 0 tons. And you are most likely very confused as usual around here. I think I had to intervene during the time because Lisa was turning back and forth in the harbor here for months and wasn't able to figure her way out. She has been very reliable until that point, and what has changed is that she has gotten her sister ship here, Tjäraskutan. Perhaps she don't like her sister ship. I don't quite feel the same about sister ship as well. No, it's unnecessary, is what it is. Ships are beta, yes they are, and trains are certainly not beta. No, they are fantastic, is what they are. Yes, indeed. Could we have some Soviet Electra, maybe? Some Soviet Electra. Now, where is that thing? Pardon. Yes, there we go. Yes. Well, that's good. Skål, cheers, because it's working so well. And the voltage is fluctuating. That's not good. We're overloading another. I have done some strange things regarding medium voltage here in this build. But I'm sure it's fine. People and industries are worried about such things as voltage drops, but I mean the odd engine transfer and anything like that, they don't mind very much. 1.5 tons of bitumen a second. Or is it oil? It certainly isn't. Yes, I'm going to fill this up because I'm not proud of importing bitumen under here. No, that's not something that we want to do. It may even... was it last year that we did that? No, it was even... the year before, I think. Well, this year we have imported bitumen here for 286,000 rubles. That's not okay. Yes, so of course we cannot be having that, but under the circumstances, it's a nice sunset or sunrise. I don't know. I'll see which it is. It was the only way to get out of that problem at the time. But I feel that this buffer in the form of this tank, when full, should allow for such a buffer that the circumstances when everything is in here loading up on bitumen and the power plant doesn't get the opportunity to refill, for a very long time at least, this ought to last for an extremely long time, like 3 times longer than how it was previously. Yes, we shall hope that is enough. And we're not going to give the ship or the train anything until we're absolutely full here, you know. Meanwhile, these things are just bringing in the rubles. We have a real gathering of trains here at this time. Look at that. That is some proper long trains. At least as long as they can be in this game. Anyway. Okay. Yes, future arrived to the Republic. I think it is the 80s after all. Here's an ambulance, probably transporting. Come on, come here. Yes, the person you were transporting has already died, unfortunately. And I was thinking of some sort of back road here for the back road, but some way for the ambulances to gain quicker access to the motorway. Because now they have to go all the way down here and through all this stuff with buses and stuff, crap, and we don't want that. This is too tight. This, however, I don't quite need. No. Yes. Demolish that building. We need a road. This is for lives, you know. It's very important. Possible to build a road over. No, it isn't. That got a lot of people upset when I did that just now, because many of them probably had the plans to use that road. But you don't worry, you'll get it back. The game. You could feel it, you know, resisting when doing that. I would like, rather than a sharp turn, I would like, you know, sort of. No. Yes, exactly like that is what I'd like. That should perhaps allow. Here's another baby getting saved. Come on, can you click the it's very difficult to hit. Hello. There you go. 1 year of age even. 14% of health, 15. Yes, another baby saved. Another worker for the oil refineries. What are we up to now? With 7,000. Okay, so, well, it's not quick, but it's... it has stagnated a bit. Maybe they didn't like the power outages and things. But now everything should be back to yes. The happiness has still not recovered. No. But these people are very happy. You cannot enjoy culture. There is a theater right here, you know, in the backyard. There is plenty of room, and we have the great people, the great actors here, educated and everything. Right. I mean, right. So I suppose then that the crisis averted, problem solved. This year there are far more births than deaths, and that is a very, very, very good thing. Well, it's it may have maybe it's been staring me in the face all this time, and I just didn't see it because of all the other details, you know, in this here game. There are plenty of them, so it's really something that is easy to miss. Yes. If the happiness could please rise. Happiness. Yellow one. I don't even see a yellow line in there, but it's gone. It went down during the great power outage. And it's still because that's the most serious. Yes. You'll all get around to getting back into it and getting the feel for things again. And now an ambulance may just make it out there and back again. Or maybe not, I don't know. You have one child. One child. What? It has the icon of a child. Okay. Well, you're getting an education and everything. Not bad. And how many of you cannot work due to there being no kindergarten? Okay. 16 out of that's half of you. I cannot bear it. Nope. Let's see if there's something in here. Kindergarten. Yes, indeed. 20 is something very small I would like. Like, this is too big even. But, well, it is smaller than a stock one at least. And we shall have as little staffing as possible. 2 people, perhaps. There you go. 2 people can take care of how many babies? 17? Yeah, it sounds a bit rough. Perhaps there should be. But apparently 2 people can take care of 14 babies according to this game. Yes, we should have 3 people in there then. And when the children grow up, they can get on the bus to go to school. And everything's lovely and great. The average lifespan is not that lovely though, because it is quite polluted out here, I think. Yes. It looks rather polluted, if you ask me. They are in the smokestack shadow here of the bitumen power plant, living right next door. At least they don't need to commute to work. No, they have very, very, very convenient access to work, and also now the kindergarten. Yes. Dag is it? Yes. Yes. When I was doing the power wiring, I haven't even checked if it worked yet or not, or if I was finished. No, it's still without power supply. Why would it be? Did I not? What that? Yes, that would probably be because you tore down something, or other, or haven't built something, or other, or. What the hell? Why isn't it working? Not good. It should be. This one is. Yes, I need to connect that to that. Right, don't I? What? You? What the hell? This one. What else is offline? This is not it. No. Is anything affected by this? Yes, this is. This is. Oh Lord. I am not transporting oil into the oil storage thing. No, all my network of pumps is currently standing still because they have filled up on oil by now, I would think. I'm going to need to fix this here rather quickly and well. What is this? Are you telling me that this pump, which is basically the main pump of yes, it is part of the main pipeline network, is powered by this rubbish old rickety wooden wire? Yes, I think it rather is. There is power available, but I cannot take it from there because that will overload residentials. And apparently this is not working as intended. This is impossible. It's damned impossible. It's supposed to go all the way to the power plant. This does. What the hell? Yes. Hello. What's the problem? I don't understand. Did that do it or no? It's still offline. What? Why? Now, okay, yes, this is... there are multiple things. First of all, let's get this back in. Where is it? Where is the substation? There it is. Right. Was I supposed to connect these two together later? Or what the hell? No, this is very difficult to see. That goes to there, okay. That goes to somewhere. Fuck it, pardon, I'm going to hook it up and see what happens from something. No, this is the power, yes, but no. Which is the power line I built last? It's this one. Yes, and it goes to here, yes, this switch, which is feeding this switch, which is feeding this stuff. Okay, residential, no. Don't I have anything proper available as well? Yes, and this thing, then, this has connection all the way. What's the problem? You really do have connection all the way to the power plant itself. Yes, we're going over this one more time. Apparently. Yes. Well, we can at least have some Soviet electro. There's a Soviet electro. Where are you? Soviet electro. is indeed Soviet electro. This is a bit messy, but yes, it goes to there and it's connected onto there. And is there something fishy going on here? No. Shall we try another connection? No, didn't do anything. Did I forget what I was thinking? What? No, but I... What the hell? Fruktansvärda eländes-el is going on here. Nedranskap. Attans skit. Ja. Where are you supposed to get your power from? Nowhere. You are just... This is where you're supposed to get your power from. I don't know where this leads. This is not dangerous at all. This is not the one that I built most recently. Yes, it is. I built it straight from the power line. Fine. Whatever, we shall do it again. And we'll do it on this side of town. This time around. And are we learning from the mistakes of not crossing power lines with each other and such? No, we're not. There's a power transformer there, or there's the power station over there. Power station. Yes. Are you really trying to make it as completely insane as possible, this electric? Yes, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Which one of these was not really... Let's see, we can do this. Cancel that one. The load went up. So it wasn't that one, that was the one. And we'll take you off in the middle here. Now please be powered up. Eventually. As soon as the thing gets done. Yes. Now, resource status, oil. These things out here should now start filling up at quite a rate. Yes. There we see it. 10 tons of oil per second is the maximum capacity. And it's doing not bad. And how many people are in the things? The oil refinery. About 600 and 700. Yes, 700 or so, give or take. 7,083, so it has stagnated a bit. But I think that this is quite fine, actually. Yes. I think it is. No what difference. Thank you so very much for watching. we shall leave this going for a bit and see how the population is doing in a bit. Good night.